Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Alice in Wonderland pick a card reading for the Sagittarius new moon for December 2020. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into picking your cards because I will save any other information and about the Sagittarius new moon, about the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction on the 21st, as well as just kind of how all of the readings collectively related to each other and to the new moon in Sagittarius. So I'll save all that information for the end and just let you go ahead and feel free to pause the video if you need to kind of see which card jumps out at you. What we'll be doing is all the way over here is group 1, and group 1 has the lizard spirit, and he says dream the world into being, and he comes with the blue candle as well as this labradorite palm stone. So this is group 1. Group 2 is Chameleon Spirit, and he says act as if, and he comes with this little pink candle and a rose quartz palm stone. And then group number 3 over here on the end is Badger Spirit. He says be fearless and be bold, and he comes with this yellow orange candle and a blue calcite palm stone. So again, that's pile number 1, pile number 2 in the center, and pile number 3 on the end. I will light some sage. This is number 1 again, number 2, and number 3. Take a deep breath and choose which one stands out to you. And you will find in the description box below a timestamp for each group 1, 2, and 3, and that will take you directly to the reading, so you don't have to watch all the other ones. There is a 4th timestamp at the end, which will be a closing statement that will wrap up all the readings, and as well talk about more information about the new moon in Sagittarius and the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction on the 21st. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know if these readings resonate with you, and I'll see you at the end for the closing statement. Thanks. Hi, group 1. If you chose the dark blue candle with the labradorite palm stone, and this reading is for you for the new moon in Sagittarius for December 2020. We are almost at the end of this year. I'm going to light some sage for you. Also, this reading was really intense. I'll see how the other readings go, but I might recommend that everybody watch this group 1 reading because it was very intense. Like, I just had to go take a break and drink some water because it feels like a very collective sort of message because we're nearing the end of such a pivotal year. Oops, I don't even have your cards up here. For our planet, really. So you got the little lizard spirit here. And he says, dream the world into being. Now, lizard spirit is such a very magical creature to me, and that's how I remember that he is all about dreams, dreaming the world into being, because they can change color, they can change shape, and they can blend into their background, but they can still stand out in a crowd. So I think that's kind of the energy surrounding him, is just being the very magical person that you are. So let's get into the tarot cards. This reading was so intense. Whew. Okay. We've got Judgment, the Star, and the Five of Swords. So, the reason I felt like this was a collective reading is because we're coming up on a really big conjunction with Jupiter and Saturn, all happening in the sign of Aquarius. And we've all heard that song, The Dawning of the Age of Aquarius. And Aquarius is all about innovative thinking, imaginative thinking, changing your perspective on things and doing things differently, inventing things. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion and growth, and Saturn is the planet of discipline and restriction. So think of how you can grow and expand your discipline and restriction, if that makes sense to you. So I feel like this is very relative to the Judgment card, because in the image you're seeing people actually like rising from the dead. So with this big, and this is all happening on the 21st, so this big conjunction is about resurrecting your true self, being authentic and looking at things from the perspective of the collective and of the community, which is something that's really important. And the lesson that we should be learning this year is about doing things for the collective, not just for the self. We, especially in America, we are very selfish. We're all about pushing ourselves ahead and knocking people out of the way, no matter what, to get there. And that's not going to help us survive on this planet in the big picture, long-term perspective. So we really do have to change our way of thinking to be more kind to one another. And the Star card here is all about renewal and regeneration. She's got her buckets of water here. She's cleansing in the river. And I mean, that's what this is all about. It's about starting fresh and new and making the world that you want to live in. Like, one of my favorite quotes is, be the change you want to see in the world. And I think that's really important. And the next month is, it's just going to be pivotal for our society and for our planet and for the sake of the human race. So again, that brings back in the dream the world into being. So that's how they kind of relate to each other. And then the Five of Swords is it usually represents conflict. But I don't know, I kind of feel like, so the images of this person, and it looks like they have just won a battle, but the other people are obviously walking away sulking, and it's not really, it doesn't look like it was a fair fight. And the person holding the swords, it looks like they kind of got away with something. So I feel like all of these cards together kind of represent like making the real changes and being a better person. And don't just do things half-assed, like, oh, I donated to this charity, like I did my good deed for the year. And that's what a lot of people do around the holidays, is like, oh, I'll just throw some money at an organization and that makes me a good person. The change has to come from within because Judgment Day is coming. It has to be a deep soul change of really wanting to be a better person and making the world a better place for everybody. So don't half-ass it. That's the message that I'm getting here is like, don't half-ass it and just be like, oh, well, I was kind. I opened the door for this person at the store. These are things that you have to do every day. Even if they are little changes like opening the door for somebody or holding the door for somebody, it really takes repetition. Don't just do it once. We really have to make a change on a soul level. So we have some more oracle cards here, and it is Water Spirit. And emotions, memory, and life force are the keywords that come with this card. And this reiterates the change needs to be on an emotional level, on a soulful level. And also I want to highlight water, and that's why I chose the blue candle for you for this group, because blue is the color of intuition, the third eye chakra, and water. And water is very cleansing, renewing. We need water to survive. It's a life-sustaining element, and it's cleansing and clearing. So really focus on water when leading up to the 21st, but especially when we are on the 24th, on the 21st and into the rest of the year. Make sure you're drinking extra water, because we are going through this shift and going through this change, and any type of energy work as well as physical body work, you need to be drinking extra water and cleansing. We're like letting go and shedding of all this old negative energy, and you have to clear all that out with water and flush it out, clear it out, cleanse it out, so that you can make room for like more positive things in your life. So really focus on it. Like I encourage you to drink water, extra water. And this time of year is really drying anyway. So you're probably like, I had to stop and take a break and get some water when I was doing this reading, because this time of year is this drier. We all need to be drinking more water. And then the last oracle card here is Fairy Energy. It says growth, expansion, and flowering. So this reinforces the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. Jupiter is the planet of growth and expansion. So, I mean, I just feel like it's all right here in front of us. We have to grow and change. And the new moon being in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the centaur, the archer. Clear all of this stuff out so that you can aim your arrow at your goal and shoot true and shoot accurately at the goals that you want to set on this new moon. I think like this is going to be a big shift for you as well as the collective. That's why I might recommend everybody watch this reading. But I feel like there is a big change happening in your life, and you might be holding yourself back a little bit. You might be kind of half-assing it with this Five of Swords. Go for it, as long as it's true and honest and benefits your life as well as the collective. I mean, go for it. Like, this is the time. Our ideas are changing. Our consciousness is changing. We are shifting. The Labradorite stone is really great for setting new moon intentions. It's also a dream stone. It has these rainbowy reflective colors in it, and I mean, it's all about magic. This is all dreaming your world into being. Whatever your wildest imagination is, I think you can do it. You can do it. Believe in yourself, and now is the time to do it. Between now and the next new moon in January, but especially on the 21st, now is the time to set your goals high and set your wildest imagination. Just go for it. The beauty you share with the world will change the world is the affirmation. And the intention that I recommend you set this new moon is dream your world into being with this little lizard guy. You can be anything. He can change his body into anything. He can change his colors into anything. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonates with you. If it does, please comment below, and I hope you have a happy new moon. And stay tuned for the closing statement to see how all of these readings relate to each other. And again, thanks for watching. Take care. Hello, Group 2. If you chose the pink candle with the rose quartz, palm stone, and chameleon spirit, then this card is for you for the new moon in Sagittarius for December 2020. So we've got, right off the bat, we've got chameleon spirit, and he says, act as if. And this makes me think of that saying, fake it till you make it. And chameleon spirit can adapt and adjust to its background and its surroundings. This also makes me think of being empathic, like absorbing the things that are going on around you and that sort of thing. So that's one of the reasons why I chose the rose quartz today, to remind yourself to take care of yourself, about self-love, and maybe not be absorbing all of the things surrounding you, and that sort of thing. So the tarot cards that we chose today are the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. We've also got some oracle cards, but real quick, I just want to go through these. So the Ten of Cups is all about completion, happiness, usually surrounding family. You can see there's a, oops, it's like there's a rainbow, everything's happy and everything's perfect. And then we have this Ace of Wands here, and Ace of Wands is all about new beginnings, starting something new. Because of the wands are a fire card, it could be a creative project. And then the Four of Pentacles, the four is usually about structure and stability, usually of the financial nature. But as you can see, the image here, she's got enough money surrounding her, but she's kind of holding on to some of it. She's like, I don't want to let go of this. So that's usually kind of a sign of either you have everything that you need, you're stable and financially stable, but it can also mean that you're kind of holding on, being greedy, and not spending frivolously, which is a good thing. But because with all three of these cards together, I feel like you're in a good place, you have everything you need, you completed something, we made it through the year. Congratulations to everybody for making it through the year. And you're kind of happy where you are, but then there's this little spark inside of you that's kind of like igniting you and encouraging you to go in a different direction, or maybe take a step out of your comfort zone, and you're not really willing to let go of the finances to fund or spend time on or go in that direction. You're not kind of letting go, or you're happy where you are, you're comfortable, but you don't want to step out of your comfort zone or something. But there is something, there's like a little spark inside of you that's like, oh, what if I did this? And the oracle cards that we have are inspiration and courage. So that again can relate to this little spark Ace of Wands. There's a little light inside of you, and this card right here is trying to give you the inspiration and courage to go for it and to take that step. And the other oracle card is affirmation for acceptance. And this fits very well with this whole reading because I feel like it's kind of like you're happy where you are, but something's pulling you in a different direction. There's a little light inside of you. And I think the message here is that you just have to accept your fate. You are going to move forward with whatever this new project is. And maybe you're not really ready for it, but I'm telling you right now, the new moon in Sagittarius, and on December 21st, we're having a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in the sign of Aquarius, and that is all about new ways of thinking, growth, expansion, changing our ideas, and moving forward in a really positive way that's going to benefit the whole collective. So I think you just have to accept your fate. Like, there is a spark inside of you for a reason. Let go of those finances and go for it. It could also be that this Ten of Cups is the solution to what will happen if you take the leap, follow that little light inside of you, follow that inspiration and courage that you're feeling, and accept your fate and go for it. And you will end up with this Ten of Cups here. And if there's anything holding you back, remember you've got this courage and inspiration card here, but also the chameleon spirit. Act as if, fake it till you make it. He's able to just like go for it and adapt to whatever his surroundings are. So if you jump in both feet first, I think you're going to find that you're able to adapt and grow and just go with the flow and go with it. A lot of positive energy here. I'll light some sage for you. Whoops. See, lots of fire energy here. I picked the pink candle and the rose quartz heart because I want you to love yourself and I want you to believe in yourself. And the Sagittarius new moon is all about aiming your arrow at your highest dreams, what's the craziest dreams of your imagination, and going for it and believing in yourself and loving yourself. Get some rose quartz to take with you to remind yourself, yeah, I really do deserve this happiness, and I'm gonna go for it. So I hope you have a wonderful, happy Sagittarius new moon. Make sure to take care of yourself. Lots of changes are coming. Drink lots of water. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side in 2021. Thanks. And I will do a closing statement at the end. So if you want to stick around, there's a timestamp below for that, and see how all the other readings kind of go together. I can already see a pattern here just with only doing the two so far. So yeah, check out the closing statement. You can find the timestamp for that below, so you don't have to watch all the other ones. And yeah, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you like it. Hi, group 3. I'm just gonna light your yellow-orange candle for you. I wanted to choose red for you, but it's Christmas time, and I need to save my red candles because I'm already out of green for my customers. But I love this yellow-orange color because it reminds me of fire. I usually use this for Leo, doing work with the zodiac sign Leo. But I also thought it would be fitting for the Sagittarius moon too. It looks a little more yellow on the screen there, but anyways, if you chose the yellow candle or the orange yellow candle with the blue calcite stone. This reading is for you. And we've also got Badger Spirit here, and he says, be fearless and bold. I love him. Isn't he so cute? I love the artwork in this deck too. Alright, so Badger Spirit. I don't know. I've never picked this card before, so I didn't know much about Badger Spirit and had to read from the booklet, but I didn't know that they were known for being somewhat aggressive and angry. So we'll see how that relates to the reading later, but he sounds very Aries-like, like aggressive, but in a just like run ahead first kind of way. And then let's do your tarot cards. We've got the Devil, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. So I love how this reading started, and we've got another oracle card here, but I just want to go through these first. So the Devil card usually represents, if you look at the image, it's two people confronting the devil. They're both chained, but if you notice that the chains aren't chained to anything, they are just kind of, so it's kind of like you're in your own self-prison kind of thing, and it relates to addiction, materialism, overindulgence, that sort of thing. But combined with the Badger Spirit here, who I said earlier is sometimes related to anger or aggression, and a reminder to remain cool. I am thinking that either someone in your life has an anger management problem, or maybe you do. But again, the Devil card, it doesn't necessarily have to be anger. It could be addiction, materialism. This time of year, around the holidays, we all kind of get a little selfish and kind of forget about the true spirit of the season. But then we've got this Knight of Cups here, and the Knight of Cups is, I usually say, is somewhat romantic, Prince Charming. He's really in touch with his emotions, but he's also calm, cool, and collected. So I feel like this Devil, Badger, anger energy is really balanced out with this Knight of Cups. So just a reminder to remain cool, calm, and collected, even when you're getting upset about something, angry or frustrated. And I have this problem too, like just going out in public, sometimes you just get so frustrated with other people. This year's been tough for everybody. We're all kind of on edge, and it's just like, God, when is this going to end? And we thought at least the end of the year, but now we're here at the end of the year, and it's possibly going to get worse before it gets better. So we're all kind of on edge, and I'm finding myself having to just breathe deeply and like push your emotions through you. Don't hold on to them. Just like, I always think, let it go through me like smoke, let it go through me like smoke, or run through you like water. And I'm always taking deep breath, which is kind of funny when you're wearing a mask out in public, because when you inhale deeply, the mask kind of sucks to your face. It's quite obvious that you're like trying to calm yourself down. So I can totally relate to the situation that's happening right now. And then the Six of Swords, I call it the Bridge Over Troubled Water card, because in the front of the card, the water is really choppy and uneven, and the people are kind of hunched over and look pretty sad. They're moving away from something, but they are moving to lighter skies and calmer waters. So this is just kind of like, hopefully we're at the end of the tunnel. We've been through a lot, but now if we just keep going, then things will get better on the other side. We'll get through it. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And then the oracle card that we have is Odin, and he is here for guidance. Odin is the Norse mythology god of a lot of things. He's so this was kind of interesting. He's the god of war and death. So this relates to the Devil and the Badger card over here, but he's also the god of poetry and art, and also he's considered like the All Father, like the divine masculine, represents the divine masculine, or like grandfather energy. So I feel like if you, it would be great to look to Odin for guidance and maintaining calm, because like war, anger, and aggression is a masculine energy. So if you look to Odin being strong and collected, calm, cool, collected, like the Knight of Cups, just kind of like asking him, like if you're getting frustrated, if you're getting angry, go for a walk, take a deep breath, ask Odin to be by your side, and just remember that strong, collected energy versus the wild war energy. I chose the blue calcite because it's a very calming stone. Most blue stones are third eye chakra, throat chakra related, so this might help you to express your emotions clearly and calmly versus just yelling and screaming. I do have a lot of anger in me. When I get angry, it kind of goes out of control. I'm a Leo, and my Mars is in Leo, so I have to yell and scream and throw things, and then get it all out, and then I'm okay. I feel better. I just need to get it all out. I need to roar a little bit. But that's not always the best way to handle an argument. And so this blue stone is very calming. Darker blue stones tend to be more of the third eye. So this lighter blue stone I always see for more like angelic, gentle guidance. And I think that's reflected in Odin here. So I'm going to light some sage for you. I think it's gone out. And just remember to breathe deeply, let things move through you, just like the smoke here on the sage. Like, think of your emotions as smoke, or things that bother you, like when you're meditating, when your thoughts come in, you just like let them go through the smoke, and you can focus on them later, but it's always important to take time out, go for a walk, and just breathe through it. We've got the moon is in Sagittarius, so it's the new moon in Sagittarius, but we're also still in Sagittarius season because the sun is in Sagittarius, so there's a lot of fire energy, and it's really easy to get carried away with that fire, and make sure that you are cooling down with some water and bringing that water energy in here. There's a lot of water energy in the Six of Swords as well, even though it is an air card, and air cards remind you to think before you act. So calm down with some water, and just take a sacred pause and breathe to kind of before you react to anything negative. So I'm going to, and just the Badger spirit is also being fearless and bold. So like going for aiming your arrow and setting your new moon intention with the Sagittarius Archer new moon, going for it, like going for your dreams, going to that sunset on the horizon and moving forward. The Sagittarius new moon is all about setting your intentions high and aiming true. So be fearless and bold like the Badger spirit. And so yeah, set your new moon intention around whatever this negative energy is. Like or shooting past it, shooting through it, and not letting that negative energy get in your way. So find the sun on the horizon and find that goal, and just have that be the only thing that you are looking at, and the only thing, and not letting any negative energy getting in the way of that. Just put your sight on your target and aim your Sagittarius arrow on the new moon, and you'll aim true if you don't let any of that stuff get in your way. So stay tuned for the closing statement to see how all of these readings go together, and also talking more about the Sagittarius moon and the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction that's coming up on December 21st. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if this reading resonates with you, and I will see you in 2021. Hello. Sorry if that's bothersome to you, but I thought it was like really fun to have these in the front. So hi. Happy new moon in Sagittarius. My name's Allison, and I really appreciate you watching my pick a card readings. Before I get into the cards and everything, I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who supported my Kickstarter for the Just a Phase Moon Planner. All of them have shipped out, and we are sold out. So if you're interested in the Just a Phase Planner, there have been some people requesting more copies, but unfortunately you have to have a fairly large minimum to print stuff. So if you are interested as well, please follow the link in the description box to take you to pre-order. If I get enough pre-orders, then I will print a second pressing of it. And I underestimated how well this would be received, because I was scared, and I don't know, I thought I was the only one that was interested in it. I don't know, whatever. Thank you. I'm like overwhelmed. I can't believe that so many people were interested. So the Just a Phase Moon Planner is a 6-month calendar that I just put on Kickstarter to see if anybody was interested, and then hopefully more editions will come out that will be a full year. Like I intend to do this every year and continue to do it, but I'm just starting out. I funded it completely by myself, and now I can use the Kickstarter money to print more copies and print the second volume for the second half of 2021. But I need to know if more people are interested. Otherwise, I won't be able to, like, if it's just 5 people that want, I can't print 5 copies. So I printed as many as I could, funding it by myself, and I'm blown away by how many people are interested. So if you want to get a second pressing of the Just a Phase Moon Planner, it has weekly spreads, mood trackers, monthly spreads, and the difference between what makes this different from any other calendar is that it starts on the new moon. So every month starts on the new moon. So it doesn't start on like January 1st. It starts December 14th, which is today if you're watching this on the new moon. And yeah, it's very different, but I'm really glad that people are enjoying it. And if you would like a second copy, please let me know. Follow the link in the description box, and you can purchase it on my Etsy shop. So the new moon in where can I get? Okay, sorry, I thought that was going to be fun to have those hanging there, and now I see it's really annoying. The new moon in Sagittarius, and we are still in the Sagittarius sun. So it's like double fire, double fire. And Sagittarius is all about exploring and hunting, shooting your arrow, following your dreams. They kind of are they don't like being stuck in one place. They like to keep moving and keep going. And I have a lot of Sagittarius in my chart. I like to move around and do different things. And yeah, so I can totally relate to this moon. With it being a double Sagittarius, this is a really great, perfect time to be setting goals for 2021. That's why I had the planner start at the new moon instead of January 1st, because now is the time to be planning. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be taking action right now, but just like jot it down, write it in your journal, write it on your calendar, make a list, do a brain dump of all the things you want to do next year, all the things you want to do 5 years from now, all the things you want to do 10 years from now. Where are we going to be as a collective next year? Who knows? This year has been so crazy, and oh, Jesus. I just knocked everything over. Maybe I was supposed to hear that message more clearly. So, yep. Well, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I'm kind of a shit show, and that's not surprising that I would knock a bunch of candles over. What was I even saying? Okay, so the Jupiter Sagittarius conjunction is in Aquarius. And so Jupiter and Saturn are going to be so close together. From our vantage point, it's going to look like a North Star. It's going to cause that spark or light in the sky. This is one. I'll try to organize these and talk at the same time. So what this means is, if you use the Just a Phase planner, we talk about keywords, and that's to help you remember like what the energy behind all the planets, all the zodiac signs, and the moon phases. So my keyword for Jupiter, and I encourage you to make your own keywords for the planner. My keyword for Jupiter is expansion. Yours might be growth, but expansion is, I feel like, what we're dealing with right now. Our consciousness is expanding, and so Saturn is kind of the opposite of that. Saturn's all about restriction, and having them, I don't know, kind of like butt heads with each other, there's gonna be like a really big shift in consciousness, in society, in the way we do things, and in the way we grow, and in the way we expand. So this is a really important time to be setting goals, like I was saying, and aiming your arrow at where you want to be on your intentions. Like, really be clear with yourself, like, this is what I want, and I'm gonna go for it. So I think I set these back up correct. Oh my god. Okay, so all of the readings greatly reflected that. I felt like I thought it was really cool that we had Lizard and Chameleon together. If we got another reptile here, I was like gonna be so excited. But I love Badger Spirit too, and so I mean, Lizard and Chameleon are about growing and adjusting and shifting to your environment. I related the Chameleon to being somewhat empathic, and being careful not to absorb those negative emotions of your surroundings, but also being able to grow and adapt to the way the world is shifting. And then Badger Spirit here on the end, he says to be fearless and be bold. And that's what Sagittarius wants us to do, is to aim our arrow at our dreams, our wildest imagination, and go for it. Be fearless and be bold. Let go of any anger or negative emotions that came up in group 3 with the Devil card here. and letting go of all those obstacles and really let's do this. Like, let's go through this portal and grow and expand and change and yeah. Like, let's do it. I'm ready. Are you ready? This year has been crazy. Like, let's go expand our minds, change the world to be kinder and more community centered, and let's take care of each other and let's take care of the planet, because one of the reasons I wanted this to have this planner succeed is if we attune to the rhythms of the moon and of the planet and of the world that we live in and grow with it instead of being destructive and tearing it down, we're not going to survive. The planet will be okay. The planet's going to rejuvenate and heal itself once we're gone. But we have to like grow and change with it, or we're not going to be able to survive with global warming and all that good stuff. But without getting too crazy into that, I really appreciate you watching and watching me make a fool of myself and knock shit over and be destructive. It's just I want to come on here and be transparent. I'm a fucking human being and I'm not perfect. I'm tired of wearing a mask that pretends to be perfect, pretends to have my hair done all the time, pretends to have makeup on all the time. I'm here. I'm in my lounge clothes. I don't have any makeup on. I haven't gotten waxed in forever. I've got a mustache. I am tired of being a fake person. We don't have time for that shit. I want to do card readings. I want to do massages. I want to take the time to self-care and to take care of my family, to take care of my community. I want to spend time doing that instead of pretending to be something that I'm not. And that's what this conjunction is all about. We need to stop pretending that we're these perfect things. We're human. We are flawed. We are meant to make mistakes, and it's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay that I just knocked all that shit over and now I have to clean wax off of my computer, because that's how life is. It's sticky and you have to clean up the mess, but it's more enjoyable if you're not putting so much pressure on yourself, which is what Saturn likes to do. Saturn is putting pressure on everything and being strict, and you just gotta let yourself free. You gotta be able to expand and grow and let your light shine and am true. So I kind of lost my train of thought, but maybe that's because that's the message that you were supposed to receive today, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Please check out my planner, because there are people that are interested in another copy. So the more people that want more copies, the more likely I'm going to be able to print. And I'm really barely making any money off of this. Haven't even made broken even. So it's not about the money. It's about, if people want the information that is in this book, then I want to give it to them. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching my shit show. Have a happy new moon in Sagittarius. Set your arrow at your goals. I believe in you. You can do it.